Namaste students. Today we will discuss about 7th standards physical and chemical change. There is a lesson, physical and chemical change. Why we have to study this lesson? Because everything surround us is made up of matter, that made up of certain kind of a material. That material is chemical substance. That material is chemical substance that undergo physical and chemical change. That substance is further divided into atoms and molecules and ions. So we have to understand the matter first. Matter is anything that has some mass and occupy some space. So there are three different types of matter, solid, liquid and gas. So that matter is made up of certain type of a material. For example, cloth. Cloth is made up of fiber, either nylon fiber or cotton fiber or whatever. So liquid is made up of water. Water is a liquid. It contains water molecule. Water molecule is a chemical substance. Gas again, there are some substances are present like oxygen, nitrogen, etc. in the atmospheric air. So we have to understand the matter first. Matter, material, substance present in the matter, and matter is divided into atomic and subatomic, smaller division like atoms, ions, and molecules. So we have to understand the matter first. So what is matter? Matter is anything that has some mass and occupy some space. We already know. So there are, that matter will undergo physical and chemical change. That matter undergo physical and chemical change. That, what is physical change? So physical change is nothing but substance do not change its material, only changes its in physical and chemical state. The substance that only changes the physical and chemical, physical state of the matter, physical state of the matter, that is known as physical change. Examples for the physical change is change in shape, size, when if a salt or a sugar dissolved in water, or if the water is freezes to ice, ice become, if ice become liquid, water and liquid become vapor. So these are examples for the physical change. Here water, if it freezes, it changes into solid. If it uh, liquefies, so it will become liquid water, and if it evaporates, if you give heat, so it will become vapor. So these are some of the examples. Another example is making juice, fruit juice, for example orange juice or grape juice or whatever. These are considered to be physical changes. Another examples that we observe, as I told you, the change of physical state, that is uh, ice, conversion of ice into water or water into ice. Another physical change will be your dry ice. What is dry ice? Dry ice is nothing but solid carbon dioxide. How do you obtain solid carbon dioxide? If you cool it to very lower temperature at high pressure, that's gas. Solid carbon dioxide is converted into uh, gas. Carbon dioxide is converted into solid carbon dioxide. This is called dry ice. Dry ice. So now I have given here some sort of figures which are explaining about physical change and physical changes here. For example, painting on the wall, repairing on the wall, and uh, cutting of cutting of food, and disappearing of puddle in the road, on the road, and cutting of paper. So these are considered to be some sort of a physical change. Next, we will come to chemical change. What is chemical change? Chemical change is the change in the nature of the chemical substance. Means there is a transformation of one type of chemical substance, complete transformation of chemical substance from one form to the another. So one form of chemical substance to the another form of the chemical substance. So how do you understand there is a chemical change? How do you understand there is a chemical change? If a substance burns, if a wood or gas, cooking gas burns, so then we understand that there is a chemical change. So another will be heating or cooling. If there is a, if on mixing something, so if there is a heat is liberated or heat is absorbed, if the container of that mixture, if the temperature of the container of the mixture is become hot, so then, or cold, so then that also is considered as a chemical change. Another one, bubbles. So if you um, make some gases or solutions, if you make some solutions, if there is a liberation of gas, if there is a liberation of gas from that solution, it is also considered to be a chemical change. Another one will be formation of precipitate. If suppose if you mix two solutions, or one, after mixing two solutions, if there is a formation of precipitate, that is a insoluble powder like substance that is formed in the solution and which will settle down at the bottom after some time, those type of examples are considered to be a chemical change. So another examples for the chemical change will be uh, changing the one form of the another form. It is baking a cake. Baking a cake, here precipitate, formation of precipitate, withering of leaves from the plant, so those are all considered to be as a chemical change. As I told you, here the liberation of gas, the production of gas, change in temperature, liberation of gas is another, is an indication that there is a chemical change. If you fire a cracker, so that is also a chemical change. If you light a burner, if you light a burner or a candle, so those are also considered as a chemical change. If you mix two solutions, if there is a liberation of some gas or vapors, so either it can have smell or not, but the liberation of gas is also a considered as a chemical change. So another examples that you can come across in day-to-day life is making a tea. Making a tea, burning of burning of woods, separation of contents of water molecule. Contents of water molecule, water is H2O. Water is H2O. If you break it with the help of supplying some energy, so into hydrogen and oxygen, those type of changes are considered to be chemical change. Another one, making a toast or cooking food, baking bread, so etc. are all considered as a chemical change. Another examples for chemical change are burning of a rocket fuel. So when in the launching rocket launching place where the rocket contains fuel, when it is ready to launch, if it burns, fuel is burn, we have to put fire on the fuel so that it can burn and liberate some energy. That is also considered as a uh, chemical change. With the help of a heat energy, the rocket can move upward. So those type of changes are chemical change. Another examples that you observe in day-to-day life is rusting of iron, metal iron. If there is a any substance made up of iron, any material is made up of iron, prolonged exposure of iron or a copper to atmosphere in the presence of oxygen and water moisture, the metal undergo rusting. So those type of chemical changes are rusting. What rusting means, there is a formation of thin layer of red coating on the surface of the metal. In case of copper, it is a greenish, light greenish coating of a copper line plane on the copper surface, on the layer, thin layer of the rust on the surface of the copper. So these are all considered to be changes of the chemical change due to chemical reactions. So here there are some events are given. For example, tearing of paper. Whether tearing of paper means you are making a one paper into pieces of paper, one full paper into a pieces of paper. Those type of changes are considered to be a physical change. Mixture of salt and water, you're just adding, you're not changing the composition of the salt here, you're just making a solution by mixing salt and water. It is a physical change. Burning of paper, you are changing the chemical composition of the paper, the chemical composition that burns in the presence of oxygen to become ash. So that is also a chemical change. And Next will be evaporation of water from the salt. Evaporation of the water from the salt, it is also a physical change. It is a physical change because only water is evaporating from the salt solution. Salt will be remain unchanged. Next, mixing of vinegar and baking soda. Baking soda is sodium carbonate. So when it mixes with vinegar, vinegar is nothing but acetic acid. When these two chemicals are mixed, so they undergo chemical reaction by the liberation of gas. So carbon dioxide gas will be liberated. These type of changes are considered to be chemical change. Now what you have to do, you understand one more time what is physical change and chemical change, and write a paragraph about the physical and chemical changes so that you can understand properly what is physical change and chemical change. Dhanyavad.